Hi everybody, dear children. Today we are going to conduct a simple activity to know the focal length of a given concave mirror. What is our activity? Finding the focal length of a concave mirror. Just recollect the definitions we have studied earlier. What is the term focal length called? The focal length is nothing but the distance between the pole and focus. The distance between the pole and focus is defined as the focal length. P is pole, F is focus. So the distance between P and F is nothing but focal length. Focal length is represented with the letter F. See here we have a simple ray diagram of a concave mirror. This is a concave mirror. We know that the convex side of the concave mirror is coated with the reflecting body. So this is the concave mirror and this is the center of curvature of this concave mirror. That means the point is the center of the sphere from which this concave mirror is taken. So this is the center of the mirror, which is nothing but the pole, and the midpoint of this pole and this center of curvature is F. This F is the focus. So the distance between this pole and the focus is known as the focal length. In order to measure the distance between pole and focus, we need to find out where the focus is located for this concave mirror. So our intention is to identify the location of F. How can we identify the location of F? So for that we have an idea that the image of an infinity distant object is formed at focus. Already we have learnt all these ray diagrams. The image of infinity distant object is formed at focus. So simply what we do is we need to get the image of an infinity distant object. So for that purpose, let us try to understand how the ray diagram is to be drawn. See, what are the characteristics of the light rays coming from distant object or infinity distant object? We know that the light rays coming from the infinity distant object are parallel to each other. So for example, let us consider a light ray is coming from infinity distant object. That light ray can be drawn like this, parallel to the principal axis. So we know that this line is principal axis and the light ray coming from infinity distance is parallel to the principal axis. So this light ray can be taken as the light ray coming from infinity distant object. So this is the incident ray. And we have learned some rules regarding the reflection of concave mirror. So the light ray incidenting parallel to the principal axis will pass through focus after reflection. So let us draw the reflected ray like this. This is what we call the reflected ray. In order to get the image, we need minimum 2 reflected rays. So here one reflected ray is there. Let us try to draw another reflected ray. So I am going to take another incident ray which is parallel to the principal axis. Of course it is coming from infinity distance. This is also incident parallel to the principal axis. And the reflected ray automatically goes through F. So this is the reflected ray. So that means at this point both the reflected rays are coinciding. So this particular position is the point at which the image of the infinity distant object is caught. So here we have to place a screen and then on the screen we will definitely find the image of that particular infinity distant object. So that means the screen to be placed here. So this position where the screen is kept is focus. So that means we have located the point focus here by placing a screen at which the clear image of infinity distant object is obtained. So simply measure the distance from the mirror to the screen, we will get the focal length. So that activity we have to do practically. Okay, dear children, now let us perform the activity related to finding the focal length of a given concave mirror. For this activity, we need a certain material. Let us have a glance on the material required for this activity. Here we have a concave mirror. So the convex side of this concave mirror is coated. For this concave mirror, we need to find the focal length. And this is a V-stand. The purpose of this V-stand is to keep this concave mirror firmly in this V-stand. This V-stand holds the concave mirror without making any disturbance. So another thing we need is the screen. The screen is used to catch the image of the infinity distant object. So this is the screen, the white screen. Okay, and we need a scale to measure the distance between the mirror and the screen. So this is nothing but the focal length of the mirror, and we have to get an object which is placed at infinity distance. In general, we use the infinity distant object, the tree which is located in the ground. So that can be treated as the infinity distant object. Okay. So now let us do the activity. Here we are keeping this concave mirror in V-stand fixedly. So this is the position of the concave mirror. I am facing this concave mirror towards the infinity distant object, which is nothing but the tree located in the ground. Okay, now I am trying to get the image of that particular tree on the screen. See, here we are moving this screen to and fro like this. So if you observe, we can get the image of that particular tree on the screen. If you move this screen towards, the image becomes blurred, so that which indicates it is not a sharp image. So in order to get the sharp image, we need to move this screen to and fro. Here we are getting a sharp image. If you move it further, the image will again get blurred. So that means this point is the point at which we are getting the sharp image. So that means this particular point is nothing but the focus of this particular concave mirror. We know that the image of infinity distant object is located at focus. So that means the screen is now situated at the focus of this particular mirror. So what is our aim? Our aim is to get the focal length. That is nothing but the measurement between the mirror and the screen. Here pole is present, here focus is present. So that means the distance between the pole and focus will give the focal length. So for that we need to measure the distance between this mirror and the screen. Okay, how do we measure? See, here the mirror is placed at the center of the V-stand. That means the zero of the scale should be coincided with the center of the V-stand. Now I am keeping the 0 of the scale at the center of the V stand. Okay? If you observe, the 0 of the scale is now coincided with the center of the V stand. And how do we measure the position of the screen? We cannot make this scale in cross direction like this. We should keep the scale as straight as possible. The screen location is here. How do we find that particular location of the screen? Now let us take another scale and keep this like this. So this is the position of the screen and this is the scale. So now we can find that the screen is located at 15 centimeter distance. That means the location of the focus is at 15 centimeter. So the distance between the mirror and screen is confirmed as 15 centimeters, so that we can conclude that the focal length of this particular mirror is 15 centimeter. We know that the radius of curvature is double the focal length. Here we get the focal length as 15 centimeters. And what would be its radius of curvature? Its radius of curvature is double to focal length, that is 2 into 15, that means 30 centimeters. So we can conclude that this particular mirror is obtained from a sphere of 30 centimeter radius. Thank you.